What's going on, guys? It's Tyler here, and today's video is World War II gameplay, but we do not care about that. I am absolutely heated right now. At work today, I was on social media, I saw that there is going to be no multiplayer in Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. They're releasing Modern Warfare 2 Remastered supposedly at the end of April, and it's going to be released just campaign only, no spec ops, no multiplayer. Activision's making the biggest mistake they've ever made right now. I am so absolutely irritated, shocked, disappointed. It has just disgusts me. Everybody's saying they're not going to buy this game. People on Twitter, they're saying they're not going to get this game no matter what. Okay, I need to calm down. I'm like really mad about this. So, it got leaked that supposedly there's going to be no multiplayer. That's the rumor. Now, I see people online saying that this is just a marketing tactic to get everybody disappointed because it already got leaked that the game's coming out, so they're trying to disappoint everybody. So then when they do their release, their official statement that they're making Modern Warfare 2 Remastered is going to be that much more epic. And they're, oh my god, it is going to have multiplayer, blah, blah, blah. I don't find that to be true. Charlie Intel and now Eurogamer have said that their sources close to them are telling them that Raven Software isn't even responsible for the remaster. It's another game company, which I don't remember their name. But those people are responsible for porting Black Ops 3 from PS4 and Xbox One to PS3 and Xbox 360, which, by the way, as far as I remember, those ports were terrible. But anyways, apparently those people are making the campaign for Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, and that's it. There's no multiplayer. I'm telling you right now, Activision is making a mistake. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is the best Call of Duty game ever made, in my opinion. But also, I mean, to me, if I was to have an argument with somebody, I feel like I could come up with many arguments to why it is. Now, they would obviously say Mw2 one-man army, all that nonsense, I understand that. But personally, to me, I just never had as much fun as a game as I did Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. Like I said, I played 36 days on it. I love that game to death. I will always love that game. It'll always be my favorite game. Activision's making a giant mistake here. They could make so much money off supply drops and whatever else in Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, yet they're not doing it. Why? I don't know. I do not understand why you would do it, but I'm absolutely irritated. Activision, you are repeatedly, every year, you come out with a terrible Call of Duty game, terrible iteration of a junk product. You got Ghost that started it, pretty much. Ghost started it all. Ghost wasn't that bad of a game. Hit detection was good, but the game was boring. You keep creating boring games. Advanced Warfare, terrible. Black Ops 3, in my opinion, is one of the worst games I've ever played multiplayer-wise. Now, I see people waxing poetic about Black Ops 3, talking about how great the game is. By the way, this gameplay is not supposed to be anything fancy. I just literally went to my hard drive, found the first gameplay I could see, cut it into a short amount of time, you know, shorten the gameplay to where I want it, and that's the gameplay you're seeing. I don't know what the game is, anything, I don't know the score, it's just basically placeholder garbage. But back to what I was saying, repeatedly every year they come out with a boring game. Black Ops 3 to me was terrible. I never played Infinite Warfare because Black Ops 3 left such a bad taste in my mouth. I waited till Modern Warfare Remastered was standalone. Black Ops 3 was awful. Infinite Warfare, I'm gonna say, was awful because it has advanced movement. Ghost was boring. Advanced Warfare was awful. Call of Duty has been terrible since Black Ops 2. World War II is a decent game. It's fun. It's boring because the kill streaks suck pretty much. But other than that, it's the best game they've had since Black Ops 2. I stand by that for sure. To me, it's the best Call of Duty since Black Ops 2. Now, people are going to think I'm nuts for that, but whatever. I don't really care. Point being is, if you fix one-man army noob tubes, leave the guns exactly the same, because that's what made the game fun. The gun balance was perfect in Modern Warfare 2. The F2000 sucked, but you know what? It was a fun gun to use here and there because it was different. The ACR was the best gun. The RPD was the best gun. I could say here that the FAMAS was the best gun. The SPAS was the best gun. The models before they got patched was the best gun. The UMP was the best gun. I can sit here and name like 10 guns that were the best gun in the game. The Intervention was the best gun. Every gun in that game, pretty much, not every gun, but I mean there was such a wide variety of weapons to use in that game that if it just got the 2 little patches it needed for commando and one-man army noob tubes, the game would be the greatest game ever. Adding new weapons, adding new maps, in a multiplayer game such as Modern Warfare 2 would be great. It would be amazing. I've wanted it for years. I've wanted it since at least, basically, ever since Modern Warfare 2 became completely unplayable in the PS3, I wanted them to remaster the game, which is 2010, 2011. I mean, the game has basically been unplayable for the last almost decade. I mean, the game came out in 2009, so let's say 2011, 2012 on, it's been unplayable. That's why I went to the hype. I wanted to play Modern Warfare 2 so bad I went and bought an Xbox 360 from GameStop just to play it. A 4 GB used Xbox 360 specifically for the use of playing on Mw2 multiplayer, and I actually bought a Cronus Max Pro, which allows me to use a PS3 controller on the Xbox because I wanted the PS3 controller because I hate the Xbox controller. Point being is, Activision, you have royally screwed up. Nobody wants to buy this game. Nobody wants just the campaign. Nobody is going to buy your product because it doesn't have multiplayer, because you were either too lazy or didn't care enough about the community or the fans to include the greatest multiplayer experience ever. You've screwed up, Activision. You suck. Completely wrong. And you're going to regret making this decision. That's the video.